Well, good morning, guys. Happy you're with me for this lesson 4. Well, of course, you're all welcome, but it is Robert, ELÇIN, and NAZAR who asked me to do again some difficult French sentences. So 2 videos. First, I'm going to explain everything. If this is too easy for you, you go immediately to the next video where I read the sentences in English and you try to give me the French version. But so for the people who want to hear how we get to the translation, let's start. This part, so this lesson is mainly about the subjunctive. You know, the subjunctive is a tense which is not used very often in English anymore. It's almost gone. A few forms are left, but in French and even other southern Roman languages, we still use them a lot. So let's go and I will explain everything. Let me put my cup down. So you should have a car, but then in French, you would rather say it's necessary that you have a car, which sounds a bit strange in English, but in French, it will be it is necessary. And it's this famous construction, il faut que, used very often. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that you can see it. Okay, il faut que, and this construction, il faut que, it should or it's necessary, that is always followed by a subjunctive. So, you have a car, que, tu, and then the subjunctive. And this is one of the exceptions. Maybe you know that the subjunctive has mainly 9 exceptions. So you should study them. If you want me to write them here, then please ask me and I will do. So the verb to have is an exception. Il faut que tu aies une voiture. Okay, that's right. Next sentence. I will explain it to you until you understand. Now, you have to know that certain verbs, like il faut que, they have subjunctive, but also what we call conjunctions, linking words. And until is a linking word. So we're going to start from the beginning. I will explain it to you. So we always have to integrate in it and to you. Je te l'expliquerai. So this is the future tense of expliquer. And then te is to you. Le is it. If you want to know more about the position of those little words, where you put them, ask me and I will make another video. So, je te l'expliquerai. And then until. Jusqu'à ce que. Wow. See, all this is until as a linking word. If it's a preposition like until 8, then it's only jusqu'à. Otherwise, it's jusqu'à ce que tu, and as I said, subjunctif, comprenne. And for the regular verbs, remember how you make the subjunctif. You mostly do it with the last, let me see, the third person plural of the present tense. So, present tense of comprendre will be je comprends, tu comprends, il comprend, nous comprenons, vous comprenez, ils comprennent. And that we will use to make this subjunctif. Okay, I would like him to be on time. In French, I would like that he is on time. In French, you have full subordinate clauses. So this thing, I want him to, is not very much used in French. So I would like, je voudrais, it's the condition of the verb vouloir, que, and then he, so it's qu'il, that he is. So this is the subjunctive of the verb to be, which is also an exception. Soit. Je voudrais qu'il soit à l'heure. Okay? Don't hesitate to ask me questions if there are things you don't understand. I invite you to the restaurant unless you have already an appointment. So the conjunction unless, à moins que, always subjunctive. So, I invite you, je t'invite to the restaurant, au restaurant, unless, à moins que, you have, tu and we had already this verb, and the verb to have, tu es. So A-I-E-S, the whole thing you pronounce like et, just et, nothing more. Que tu es déjà un rendez-vous. Okay, next sentence. I'm not sure he's able to do it. Yeah, in French, you mostly write or use that word to link main clause, subordinate clause. So I'm not sure. Je ne suis pas, no, pas sûr. Now, if you're a man, it's like this. If you're a woman, it's je ne suis pas sûr. Normally, if we don't know, we take the masculine form. Je ne suis pas sûr qu'il, that he, is able. To be able is pouvoir, and pouvoir is also an exception. Qu'il puisse do it, le faire. Yes, all those little words are normally in the beginning of the sentence after the subject, but if there is an infinitive, you put them just in front of the infinitive. Ask me more questions if you don't know what I'm talking about. So, je ne suis pas sûre qu'il puisse le faire. Be nice to her. So, here again, this is what you call imperatif. You give an order. And, well, for the verb to be, you will also use the subjunctive. And what is really interesting that in English, if you say be, this is also an old subjunctive, one of the few that's left in English. So be, soit. And remember that the imperative, that it's always the first person singular if you're talking to one person, but it's not the second person you use. It's not the tu form, it's the je form. So, sois gentil towards, envers elle. Sois gentil. Put your car so that the others can pass. So put your car. To put is mettre, mais. And as I told you, imperative is always the first person, singular, unless you're talking to more people. Mets ta voiture. So that is a conjunction, linking word. And always, because there is like an aim or a goal. It expresses a goal or an aim. So you need to use the subjunctive. Mets ta voiture. De façon. There's different ways to say it. Maybe the easiest one is pour que, in order to, so that les autres can be able is pouvoir. You remember? So it was les autres puissent passer. Okay. It's a pity that he always comes late. C'est dommage. You can also say il est dommage. C'est dommage qu'il. Now the verb to come, we could say venir, which then would be viennent, because this is the basis of the third person plural. You can also use arrive. Oh là, what did I do? Qu'il vienne or arrive tard. Late. Now, what do you see? A lot of verbs, like for example, arriver, but a lot of other verbs, you will not see the difference between the present tense and the subjunctive. So don't worry, sometimes there is no difference. As for the verb arriver. So, c'est dommage qu'il vienne tard. It always comes late, qu'il arrive tard. If it's really too late, then you would say en retard. Okay, this is good. Let's keep it like that. It's not that I don't want to do it, but I'm tired. So, it's not that. That's also conjunction. In French, it will be ce n'est pas que. And this part also always takes a subjunctive. Ce n'est pas que je ne. And now we have to find the subjunctive of the verb to want. So, vouloir. It's also one of the 9 exceptions, and it becomes veuille. Ce n'est pas que je ne veuille pas le faire, mais I'm tired. Je suis fatigué. This, you write it like this if you're a man, like this if you're a woman, but we don't know. So then if we don't know, we take the masculine form. Okay, last sentence. You get an ice cream on the condition that you finish your homework. On the condition that. That's à condition que in French, and also takes always subjunctive. So you will have to learn by heart which linking words always take subjunctive, right? So, tu reçois une glace à condition que tu. And now we have to find the subjunctive of to finish. We take the third person plural of the present, que tu finisses ton devoir. Homework in French is very often plural, so let's put it in plural, unless it's really specific, but normally you say it in plural. Ok, tu reçois une glace à condition que tu finisses tes devoirs. Last thing I'm going to do before we finish, let me see. I'm going to indicate why you use subjonctif. Here, it's the expression il faut que. Until, jusqu'à ce que, it's a linking word that takes subjunctive. Here it's because of the verb voudrait. All verbs that express a wish are followed by subjunctive. À moins que, unless, it's a linking word, always subjunctif. I forgot to say something. Je ne suis pas sûre. In fact, here, je ne suis pas sûre, I'm not sure. In fact, we have two possibilities. If you use the subjunctive, that means that you're really not sure. Maybe yes, maybe no. But if you are sure, then you can use indicative, like the normal present tense, qu'il peut le faire. If you use the indicative, you indicate that you are sure that he's not able to do it. You are sure about the situation. Okay? So this one is really very particular. Okay, then here we have subjunctive because it's impératif. Pour que, it's another linking word that is always followed by subjunctive. C'est dommage, it's a pity, it's an emotion you express, so emotions always subjunctive. It's not that, this linking word always takes subjunctive. And then the last one, à condition que, always, it's also a linking word and it's always followed by subjunctive. Okay, guys, let me know if you have more questions, you want more videos, but now I'm going to make the audio. So maybe you did not need this analysis. That would be really, really good. So I see you in a few minutes. Bye.